Breaking tonight, major 2026 immigration policy updates are drawing nationwide attention, especially among lawful permanent residents. Across the United States, green card holders are reviewing new federal guidance, enforcement priorities, travel monitoring systems, and administrative procedures that could directly impact their status, business operations, and path to citizenship. If you are a green card holder, also known as a lawful permanent resident, these developments matter. Lawful permanent residents have the legal right to live and work permanently in the United States. They may own property, operate businesses, sponsor certain family members, and eventually apply for naturalization. However, permanent residence also carries legal responsibilities. Maintaining continuous residence, complying with federal law, and ensuring accurate documentation are essential. In 2026, several procedural and policy shifts are reshaping how agencies review and process immigration benefits. While not all of these changes are new laws passed by Congress, many reflect updated agency interpretations, enforcement emphasis, and technological expansion. One of the most discussed areas involves access to federal lending programs, particularly Small Business Administration loans. The Small Business Administration provides federally backed financing designed to support entrepreneurs, expand local businesses, and stimulate economic growth. Historically, lawful permanent residents have been eligible for many Small Business Administration programs, provided they meet underwriting requirements and documentation standards. However, recent policy clarifications and internal lender guidance have resulted in more detailed reviews of applicant status. Some participating lenders are conducting stricter verification of immigration documentation when green card holders apply for Small Business Administration loans. While lawful permanent residents remain authorized to own and operate businesses, updated lending interpretations may require additional documentation or create extended review timelines. It is important to distinguish between statutory eligibility and lender compliance procedures. The Small Business Administration operates under federal regulations, but individual lenders may apply additional due diligence standards. Green card holders planning to apply for business financing in 2026 should review current eligibility requirements carefully and confirm documentation standards directly with approved lenders. Small businesses drive a substantial portion of economic activity in the United States. Lawful permanent residents contribute significantly as entrepreneurs, employers, and taxpayers. Ensuring compliance with updated documentation requirements can help avoid delays in loan approvals. Another significant development involves expanded background screening and enhanced document review. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services continues to process applications for green card renewals and naturalization, but reports indicate that background checks are becoming more comprehensive. When filing Form Y-90 to renew a 10-year permanent resident card, applicants undergo identity verification and background review. In 2026, immigration attorneys report that officers are examining criminal history databases, travel patterns, and prior immigration filings with greater scrutiny. Similarly, naturalization applicants filing Form N-400 are advised to conduct a careful review of their full immigration history before submission. The naturalization process includes an in-person interview during which immigration officers may revisit earlier visa applications, adjustment of status filings, and marriage-based petitions. Any discrepancies, inconsistencies, or prior red flags can prompt further questioning. This does not mean approval rates are declining universally. Rather, it reflects a broader emphasis on document accuracy and fraud prevention. Applicants with prior arrests, unresolved legal matters, or extended absences from the United States should evaluate eligibility thoroughly before filing. Legal professionals often describe the naturalization interview as an opportunity for immigration authorities to reassess the entire immigration record. Transparency and preparation are critical. Reviewing prior filings and obtaining copies of immigration records in advance can help prevent surprises. Travel monitoring represents another major shift in 2026. The Department of Homeland Security has expanded biometric screening technology at airports and certain ports of entry. Facial recognition systems are increasingly used to confirm identity upon arrival and departure from the United States. For lawful permanent residents, the legal requirement to maintain residence in the United States has not changed. However, enhanced biometric tracking allows immigration officers to verify travel history with greater precision. Under current law, absences of more than 6 months may disrupt continuous residence for naturalization purposes. Absences exceeding 1 year without a valid re-entry permit may create a presumption of abandonment of permanent resident status. Officers may question returning residents if travel history suggests extended or repeated absences inconsistent with maintaining primary residence in the United States. The expansion of biometric systems does not alter statutory requirements, but it reduces the likelihood of undocumented travel gaps. Green card holders who travel frequently for work, education, or family obligations should maintain clear ties to the United States. Filing U.S. tax returns, maintaining a permanent residence, preserving employment records, and applying for re-entry permits when necessary are prudent steps. Fraud detection efforts are also receiving renewed attention. Immigration authorities have expanded data sharing capabilities between agencies. Prior marriage-based petitions, employment sponsorship records, and visa applications may be reviewed during new benefit filings. If previous applications contained errors or omissions, even if unintentional, they may be examined during green card renewal or naturalization processing. Misrepresentation findings can carry serious consequences, including denial of benefits or initiation of removal proceedings. Immigration court backlogs remain a structural challenge. The Executive Office for Immigration Review continues to manage millions of pending cases nationwide. While green card renewals are typically adjudicated by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services rather than immigration courts, enforcement actions related to abandonment or criminal conduct may involve court proceedings. Processing times vary by field office and application type. Green card renewals, employment authorization documents, and naturalization applications can require several months or longer. Applicants should consult official U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services processing time reports and plan accordingly. Employment verification systems continue to influence immigration compliance discussions. The E-Verify system allows participating employers to confirm work authorization electronically. While participation is not mandatory nationwide, certain states require its use for specific employers. Lawful permanent residents remain authorized to work, but documentation consistency remains essential. Technological modernization extends beyond biometric entry and exit tracking. Federal agencies increasingly integrate databases across departments, including tax records and visa histories. Consistency across filings, including tax returns and immigration applications, is increasingly important. Public discussion surrounding these 2026 changes has generated concern among green card holders. It is essential to rely on verified information from official government sources rather than online speculation. Not all reported changes represent new laws. Many reflect procedural adjustments, updated enforcement priorities, or expanded technological capabilities. For lawful permanent residents eligible for naturalization, applying for citizenship may provide additional stability. U.S. citizens are not subject to abandonment rules in the same way permanent residents are. Citizenship confers voting rights, eligibility for federal employment in certain sectors, and protection against removal in most circumstances. However, naturalization should be approached carefully. Continuous residence requirements, physical presence calculations, and good moral character standards must be satisfied. Reviewing eligibility criteria before filing can prevent costly delays or denials. Throughout 2026, one consistent theme emerges: preparation is critical. Green card holders who understand evolving procedures and maintain accurate documentation are best positioned to navigate administrative updates. If you operate a business, confirm eligibility requirements for federal loan programs. If you plan to renew your green card, review your background and travel history carefully. If you intend to apply for citizenship, evaluate your full immigration record before filing. If you travel frequently, monitor absence durations and preserve evidence of ties to the United States. Major immigration changes in 2026 reflect enhanced review processes, expanded biometric tracking, and evolving enforcement priorities. They do not eliminate the fundamental rights of lawful permanent residents. Green card holders remain legally authorized to reside and work in the United States. The immigration system continues to evolve in response to technological advancements, security considerations, and administrative modernization. Staying informed through official channels empowers lawful permanent residents to make strategic decisions. Breaking developments often generate uncertainty, but informed planning reduces risk. Millions of lawful permanent residents contribute to American communities, businesses, and families. Understanding 2026 policy updates allows individuals to adjust responsibly and maintain compliance with confidence. As federal agencies continue refining procedures, clarity and documentation remain essential. Major 2026 changes for green card holders underscore the importance of vigilance, accuracy, and proactive preparation in an evolving immigration landscape.